I'm with Jan McNeelan today, and so Jan, we are so sorry about Ducky. So, she was such an integral part when we came to visit you every month.
Yep, she was an old kitty. She'd been 19 and this summer, but she's an amazing companion for me, and I put it on my Facebook page. Not that everybody posts about their animals, but she became a star on Garden Time, so I let people know.
Yeah, we just loved having her because she was just, it wasn't a shoot unless Ducky was in it,
Yeah, that's
photobombing.
True. I think we've actually gotten calls like we haven't seen Ducky in a couple of times.
Right.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
So, and then also we have to talk about this last week was
It's
pretty crazy.
That's
I mean, the
why
snow.
we're in front of the fireplace.
Yeah, because we're not going to be outside because there's snow out there today. So, we all experience this. And so what is the difference between snow and frost? Because frost can happen all the way through May.
Sure. Frost is really more damaging than the snow is, and I know people worry about there's snow on my plants and my bulbs and I've seen daffodils in solid ice that were blooming and really gorgeous, but they melt and still fine. I mean, it's not like it kills them. Frost can kill the tender new growth on plants, but actually snow is an insulator. So it actually is better to have snow than frost.
So really the thing to take away from this is to watch the weather and kind of know that these things can occur because that frost state or when it's really safe is an average.
Yes. And there's a lot of different plants that handle frost just fine. Just that I guess the lesson is to just don't uncover mulches and things until the soil really does start to warm up, because then you will get some damage on the tender growth that's under your mulch.
And really the soil will warm up a lot later than the air temperature.
Absolutely, and that's why I always say that a soil thermometer is like one of the best things you can do.
Right.
And then I think I've said it before, but I've got a bunch of seed packets here, and I always, when I get them, I write down on the front of the package what the soil temperature is for germination. So before I seed these things, I need to look at the soil temp, and if it's not there yet, your seeds are just gonna rot.
Yeah, that
or
is true.
Just freeze.
So what can we do this time of year? Because we're kind of in the in-between.
Well, we've had some nice days that get you out there to do more than you ought to be. But I got some new strawberries. My strawberry bed didn't look very good. So I cleaned out all the old stuff, and then there was plenty of room for some new varieties. I got some hoods, and I got I have some seascapes already. I have quinalts that are an everbearing, and so that was fun. And they're in, and they're fine, and they look fine, and the snow isn't going to hurt them any. The only other thing I've planted out in the beds is lettuce at this point, and then I've planted peas.
And those should all be fine, or else seed isn't that expensive, so really try again.
Right. Well, the thing of it is, too, is like peas, you can put those in January or February, and even potatoes. So there's a lot of things you can do safely.
Yeah. And to go to that OSU website, because I think it has so much good information on it.
Sure. The Extension Publications or Master Gardener Ask an Expert.
Yeah, and that link will be on the Garden Time website because we really love that information, and it's all there for you. It's really great. Or go to your independent garden center, talk to them. Because there still are things that we can be doing this time of year, even if the weather's just a little bit too chilly.
Well, at Garden Palooza, I was asked a number of times how the lemon was doing, and not well at this. I'm glad we're not in a greenhouse today, because then you would have to see. The leaves dropped off, and I think I've been heating the greenhouse this year, but I think it got cold for that. It's still alive, it's fine. I'll drag it out of there and prune it back and fertilize, and it'll be back.
And because it's not dead, it's just a little bump in the road.
Right, and the angel trumpet, that I had, the Brugmansia, instead of leaving it outside this year, I pulled it in the greenhouse. And right now, in April, it has 19 big buds on it.
So Jan, you mentioned fertilizer. So should we be fertilizing things in our garden?
Not during this cold weather. It won't absorb it anyway. The soil temperature has to be enough for a plant to bring it in. And I wouldn't think that doing any pruning right now is going to help you at all. I would wait until you see some new growth buds on it. If there is any damage, you can prune back to new growth. But other than that, No, not time yet.
Yeah.
It will be. It will be.
I think weeding is a good time to do that.
Sure.
Always a good time.
Sure. I pulled a lot of chickweed the other day.
Definitely.
So yeah. You can. There's always something to do.
Of course, of
But
course.
then, if you got a fireplace, just get a good book.
That's true. Jan, thanks for those tips. You know, every month you just give us all those great words of wisdom.
Well, thank you. Gardening is an experiment, and every year is different. Even though you think you've got it, just do a lot of observation and enjoy your garden, and don't get too overzealous about doing something because it's been cold.
Well, you know, Jan has all those great words for us every month. So if you have any other questions, please go to gardentime.tv. We can click you to all the websites. But we'll see Jan next month.
Thanks.